Chilton County's Piper Peaches playing on Ball and Home.
Good morning, my little peaches. It is New Year's Day. Woohoo!
Wow, look at all that.
Confetti
Here's a couple
galore.
more on here.
Woohoo!
All right, let's get maintenance in
hope
here.
Hope we didn't scare y'all to death. Baden decided he wanted us to have a show this morning. So
And here we are.
Here we are. We came in
Happy
bright.
New Year.
Well, my butt's still dragging. I'm gonna tell you because I did try. I tried so hard to make it to midnight. Again, I almost made it.
You didn't make it?
I didn't make it. I fell asleep.
I think I pulled a Treese last night, which where I went to sleep or fell asleep really about 10, I guess. But we did wake up in time to watch. We turned it over and watched the moon pie drop, like I've been talking about for a few days.
I forgot to do it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Watching it, and there was a little like I was, a couple thousand people downtown Mobile. Might have been more than that.
Well, anytime you have something fun like that, and it's an excuse to have a good time, especially New Year's, you're gonna have a good turnout.
That's right. That's right.
We just decided that going out was just not going to be the thing for us because hubby, he had to get up this morning and go to work. I got up with him, got his lunch and everything ready, and then got myself ready.
What a good wife
to come in here. I know
to do that.
Here's the thing,
Because he leaves pretty early, doesn't he?
He does. Starting Monday, his job is changing. He's training for a new job, but his new hours are going to be like he gets to work at 2 in the morning and he gets off at like 3.
Wow.
And it is good. Okay, so I do that once a week now. I get up on early on a Wednesday morning like I did yesterday, and I fix his lunch. He goes off to work, but that's the only day he has to be at work that early. Now, starting on Monday, it's going to be all the time.
All the time.
And I may as well just go ahead and get up and stay up because it is hard for me to go back to sleep and
I don't do that
for
very
an hour
well either.
or so. I probably will doze a little bit, but it's going to be it's harder for me to be up and at it.
Hey, listen, if this stuff stains my shirt, will the company pay to clean it?
That. Let's get it off. Okay.
Just
When I
kidding.
did this, we did this with Andy, we popped these little things. Actually, the one
That one-eyed Andy you're talking about?
Yeah, the one that we had when Andy left was bigger than this because that's all that they had. So that's what Baden got. And I was like,
It looked like you were firing at him.
I did it too close. I took his head off. Poor Andy.
I'm glad you survived, Andy.
I have gotten so
It was
tickled.
pretty funny.
I have laughed about that. No,
Oh, gosh.
Poor old Andy didn't know what was happening. He said he kind of suspected that we were about to do something because he knows Baden. But here's the thing, is that when they did it to me, I had to clean the mess up. When I did it to Andy, I had to clean the mess up. Now that we did this morning, I'm going to clean the mess up.
Well, what was the very first thing you did in 2026? What will go down in your journal as the first thing you did?
Well, because I didn't make it, I fell asleep. I woke up in the middle of the night to go pee.
Oh, well, I asked, so I guess, there's the answer. That's
Yeah.
right.
I woke up and luckily though, when I woke up, I was able to go right back to sleep. Nobody was shooting off fireworks still.
Well, like you said, that
Thank
late.
goodness.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
We
Look,
got some neighbors up the hill from us, across the holler, as we say.
Yeah.
And they party all night and got their stuff going and got their music blasting. And you would think quarter of a mile away it wouldn't bother you, but like I said, with that, it's nothing but a hollow between us.
Oh.
And it's like it seems like to me the sound comes down the hollow and it comes right into our house. But
That would
they're
irritate
celebrating,
me.
so
And here's the thing,
doesn't
though.
happen very often.
I'm at the age now, I'd be like, 911, what is your emergency? Can you please tell these people that the new year has come and it's over and to stop. Because that's the point that I've turned into the get off my lawn. Instead of guy, I'm the girl. I'm the get off my lawn girl.
You remember earlier in the week I mentioned about fire. We were talking about people shooting, and the lady got killed. I forget where that was, on her front porch.
Yeah, but the gun.
Well, that's what I was talking about. But our neighbors are always firing their guns, and I've even heard like pellets come through our woods right behind our house, and it's like, please stop. Now, we did call 911 one time on that, and then we come to find out that the person that was doing it had a record, shouldn't even had a gun. So it turned out to be a good arrest, I guess you say, a good thing. And I hate to be considered one of those neighbors though that calls the cops on the other neighbors because they're doing something you don't like. But firearms are a different situation.
Yeah, they're a little different than a firework. Now, here's the thing though. Fireworks are dangerous. So you know there had to be a ton of calls last night of people having mishaps.
Oh.
We had mishaps before. My kids, we've been out there shooting fireworks, and you've lit the thing and it's gone squirrely and it shot off, next to somebody's head and singed the hair, or, I always let them do the sparklers, but when they got older, I started letting them to do other stuff. And every time there was a mishap of some sort, and a big boom went off, and, something almost happened. Luckily, nobody ever got hurt. The worst thing that happened as far as anybody getting hurt was popping a bottle of champagne, and the cork popped our friend Billy right in the head, and it bled. We had to get him.
Fortunately, it didn't hit him in the eye. He would have been one-eyed Billy.
This has been 15 years ago or more that this happened. But we were like, take the bottle outside because we didn't want it to go off in the house. And it popped at that point, and it did. It hit him hard enough that it, drew blood. Well, I have a picture to this day that I have saved. It's probably on my Facebook now. It'll probably pop up, or it should have popped up in my memories last night, but I didn't see it.
Well, it's listening to you, so it'll pop up.
We had to get a Band-Aid. He had a Band-Aid across his head, and that's how he spent the rest of the night. Had
a nice round injury.
Yeah. I didn't pop champagne. I didn't do anything. I fell asleep, and that was that. I knew I was going to do it. I kind of had sort of planned to, honestly. We didn't even watch any of the New Year's stuff.
Well, we had a wonderful steak and shrimp dinner. Where did you think we got the shrimp from?
I hope you got it from Market 22.
Exactly. And it was delicious. Let them steam it.
Did you get the big fat shrimp? They're as big as your head almost.
Well, they weren't. I don't guess they were that big. Maybe they reduce in size, after they were prepared.
They have
I don't know.
different sizes in there, And so when I went in there that one day, not long after they had opened, and the shrimp he had in there, they were literally this big. I was like, I've never seen a shrimp that big that you just buy and eat.
That's more get into what they call prawn size. Those big ones.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, prawn.
Okay, that's what a prawn is.
It's just a shrimp, but it's a big shrimp. That's what I've always understood.
Really?
Yeah. Have you never seen that on someone's menu and it says prawns instead of shrimp?
I read a lot of books.
It comes out about the size of your hand.
And it said, a lot of them said, we ate prawns, and I was like, because I read books that are set in different like England
countries
or Ireland or something like that.
Right.
And they'll call them prawns, and I was like, I don't even know what a prawn was. I thought it was some kind of pastry.
No.
It almost sounds like it should be.
I'm not sure of shrimp pastries. That doesn't sound real appealing to me.
Ew. Yeah, okay. I'm so glad you clarified that. I did not know. So yeah, that was the first thing I did. What was the first thing you did?
Well, like I said, we got up. We woke up in time to watch the.
Oh yeah, you already said that. Whoa,
okay. God, what am I trying to say? The moon pie.
I'm tired. This Coke is looking at me.
I know. I brought a different size in this morning. Yeah, you see. So I thought we'd compare when we get to that point what that sounds like compared to what this sounds like.
Good idea.
I don't know if they're the same or not.
Yeah. So yeah, our New Year's Eve, we rung it in. It was very quiet. No excitement, no nothing. My excitement is going to be today when I'm cooking. So I'm going to cook. The turnip greens. Actually, I got collards. I'm going to do collard greens, and I'm using the ham left over from my ham from Market 22.
Like a ham hock.
But
Yep.
I had gone and gotten my collards and my peas and stuff. I got those at Save More yesterday when I left out of here, and got my stuff to cook today. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna do the peas and the greens and the cornbread and pork steaks.
Well, we had a quiet dinner basically, and then I think I mentioned yesterday that I'd bought a fireworks package.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
I gave it to my son, and
so they had a big time.
Oh yeah, our 6-year-old granddaughter was just having a blast watching all that stuff go off. Because really, it was a great package. I mean, I didn't know what I bought. I just saw this great package and a lot of color, reds and blues and greens and yellows. It's all real colorful, looking like this. But it was really fun. I mean, there was all kind of stuff. It wasn't just boom fireworks. There was a lot of
like the
sparkle.
pretty ones
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
There was Baden and I last year. There was a fireworks place that did some business with us, and we went to talk to them again around the 4th of July. And they had these big old packs. I'm telling you, they were as big as I stood, maybe taller.
Yeah.
They were $500-$600.
I bet.
I mean, if you get a bunch of people go in, but they had everything in these packs. But what got me tickled was on the front of the door. What do you think the front of the door said? One of the signs.
Happy New Year.
No,
I don't know. What did it say?
One of the signs said, no smoking. And I'm like, no kidding.
Yeah, no joking.
You do not light up in here, because if you light up in here, the whole town's going to light up.
Right.
Oh, gosh. But, yeah, they had huge packages. And, some of them were $900 packages. And those are the ones that your neighborhood goes in on, and somebody.
I got the one for 50. You got I go for the economical fireworks.
Here's the thing: you get them, and they're like buy one get one free for just
about
everything.
I saw a sign that said buy one get 3 free. I thought, how could that happen?
Well, okay, all right.
That's what it said.
Buy 3, get 1 free. That's good to me, but that's a pretty good deal. Now, one of the coaches that used to coach over in St. Clair County, where my kids went to school, he has a fireworks stand over in Center Point. He's had that thing for 30 years. He told me, because he's retired now, and he does 2 things. He runs the fireworks stands, New Year's and 4th of July, and he does scrap metal. So he gets his retirement, he does the scrap metal, and he does the fireworks. But he told me that the fireworks is like his salary for the whole year.
How about that?
That he makes that much money
Like
off
the
of fireworks.
summertime at the beach used to be. You had a hotel or a restaurant down there.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, a lot of folks are down there now because it's their vacation time, and they make it work.
I've never done is New Year's.
They gotta eat.
Oh yes, I did. We did New Year's at the beach with my bestie one year, and we did. It rained the whole time we were down there, but we still had a good time. It was a lot of fun. We played cards and did all kinds of stuff. We stayed in the condo that night because it was pouring down rain. We went to eat, and then we came back and just stayed.
I was just trying to remember. I don't know that I've ever celebrated a New Year's, like that on the beach or somewhere else besides, being around the house.
Yeah, we had a good time. Go ahead and thank our morning show
Yes.
sponsors. We got to
get that in.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all.
Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Country Financial Insurance, Central Alabama Wellness, Coca-Cola, my bestie Mikey. He keeps us fully stocked with all the Coca-Cola products.
Notice the difference in the cans.
Yep.
Trish has the cylinder one, and I have the
newer
standard
slender can that we've had
tree
now.
stump. I think they call it tree stump.
We've had these about 6 months or so now. These slender cans.
Yeah.
But let's see.
All right,
if it
go
sounds
ahead.
different.
You do yours.
No, we got to do it. Oh.
No, we got to see
You
if
want
it'll
to do
sound
it
the
different?
same.
Okay.
Right.
This is mine. This is the slender can. A 1 and a 2 and a.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is the stump. Oh, that had a little different.
I think yours made a little more sound.
I don't know, but it did sound just a little different.
It did sound. Well, we got this stuff everywhere. Oh my goodness.
Here, let me taste yours and see if it's the
No.
same as what I have.
Absolutely not.
Well, okay, never mind then.
I dare
Go
you
ahead.
to tell Baden that. Tell him you want to take a sip of his and see what happens.
Will he hand it to me or will
No,
he go
he
running?
will not.
He'll
He
go
will not.
running.
He'll give it to you and then he won't take it back. It'll be yours permanently.
Mine has Santa Claus on it.
Oh, it does. Mine does
Yeah.
not. Mine just has the bestie still.
Good old Santa drinking a Coca-Cola. All right, rest of the sponsors.
Yes. Also, thank you to our Chilton Chamber of Commerce, Larry Puckett Chevrolet. They have the largest pre-owned inventory in the area. So before you go anywhere else to buy a vehicle, especially here in 2026, you need to go by and see Kurt and his team at Larry Puckett Chevrolet and
It's
see how they can help you.
big place down there.
It is. Also, thank you to Putter up in Pelham. As far as I know, they are still doing the packages,
The memberships.
the memberships
Yep.
which is a great deal, especially that family package. You get 2 adults, 2 children, and 10% off snacks and drinks. So you can get that, or individuals. They have them where you can just do one time a month or a couple times a month. So.
Right, exactly. Yep.
All right. You also thank you to Save More, where I got all my veggies and stuff for today. Old Orchard, Almost Furniture, Woods, Surfside Marina, and Market 22. We appreciate them so much.
Absolutely. Thank y'all.
Why you don't drink after people? For the reason that you said Tuesday? I don't remember what we talked about Tuesday.
You never know. I was talking about, I don't drink after people because you never know what they.
Oh. I can't. No, I can't say
I'm
that.
okay, really.
I cannot. No,
You can try mine.
I will not. I will not say that on air. Cannot do that. Weird. No. Moving along. Nope. I will not.
New Year's and New Year's resolutions.
Resolutions. Yes. I used to make a resolution. What do you think my resolution was every single year that I did nonstop for a bazillion years?
Hey, did you see that?
Oh my God. You're going to make me have to clean all that up off the floor.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think about that. Gosh, what was your resolution? I don't know. Make more money.
No, although that should have been one. I actually, every year for 20 years, I have said, I'm going to start exercising more. I'm going to get in shape.
Oh, that's probably the number one for most people.
Yeah, and I do it. Oh, I get, the first couple of
Weeks,
days.
days.
Kept at it really hard. Well, I'm in it. I'm doing it. I'm not going to drink any more sodas. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I get about 4 days in it, and I'm like, this stinks.
What about your home gym? Are there clothes already hanging on it now?
No.
Well, that's good then.
No, actually, I should. New Year's Eve. Guess what I did when I got home?
Well, excellent.
Guess what I did Tuesday when I got home?
That is great.
Oh yeah.
That's
Been
exactly.
working. The elliptical's about to kill me. That is really, really hard to do. And the first day I did it, I could only do 7 minutes.
I do remember you saying 7 minutes, which I thought good start.
I was half dead when I did it. Then I got to 12 minutes. And then I got to 20. And now I'm doing 20 minutes every time. And it is hard to do.
Do you do just one 20-minute program, or do you do 20 minutes of something else and then come back and do some more?
Well, what I've been doing the last couple of times that I did it, I do the elliptical, but then I do some stretching and I do like some legs, leg lifts and things like that. And but in like tonight when I do it, because I will still do it tonight, even though I'm going to be cooking and stuff. I'll do it, and I will do the treadmill. I'll do the elliptical, but I'll work out my arms and stuff. So I got to start getting into like a every other day type of thing.
That's exactly what most programs are. You do your legs and back one day, and your arms and chest the next, or something like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing that's the hardest. And then another resolution that I made was to maybe stay in touch with people a little better, be more communicative, letting people know, I'm thinking about them and stuff like that. And And then I'll do that really hard for a few months, and then I get busy and I don't do it as good. And
Life happens,
life
as I heard. I had an
yeah.
old boss would say that.
Yeah,
What do you
more
think-
organized is another one.
What do you think? Do you think people are shying, moving away from making resolutions?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I don't think people make them anymore. I think, but I was told, so work out anytime. We had them on one time, and one of the things that they said, around this time of year when people are making resolutions, it's better to call them goals than resolutions. If you set a goal, people are more likely to try to achieve that than a resolutions, because we all
Uphold
know
a resolution.
resolutions, you break them, you don't stick to them. Is there a resolution that you've done, that you've said and you've stuck to it, and it's been something that you've been able to do continually, or do you start off like me?
That would be no trees. Sorry, I'm horrible with that. I just like you were just describing. I mean, that's exactly, sounds like me. I used to do it, and then just shortly thereafter, I wasn't able to maintain it. Maintain whatever enthusiasm or momentum I had at that time. But no, I don't do that anymore. Really, like I say, just try to be a better person, closer to my Lord and Savior, and that'd be a great year.
Yeah.
To be able to say from now till the end of the year that I had accomplished that, or some of it.
You kept that walk going.
That's right.
What do you, as far as 2026, we're in it now. It's the very first day. What are some words or phrases that you would describe, like what you hope for 2026?
Well, I was actually thinking, as you were asking me, about the word hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm confident that come what may.
Yeah.
I can handle it. I mean, obviously, some things can happen that I don't foresee, and will happen that I don't foresee. But last year, immediately after I retired, it seemed like everything in our house broke, and we had to replace it. I mean, literally thousands of dollars we had to pay out, and I was like, boy, I wish I was still working.
Yeah.
Making some money, but we got through that too. Even though that was a little anxiousness, a little angst there for a few months. But we got through that. Our health was pretty darn good this year, last year, I mean. And so, that's really what counts, when you think about it. Because if you're, confined to your house or your chair or something because you don't have good health, then what else is there?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, obviously people are doing that, and I'm not saying that they can't survive. They do survive, and they thrive, some people, but ultimately you would like to maintain that so that you could do the kind of things you want to. Like go to the beach like you were talking about yesterday.
Yep. I guess what I hope is, one, I want to see the economy do better. As far as, I know that we've got things going in the right way, but I would like to see it reflect in, wages and the cost of things, maybe, wages going up, cost of things going down, or, at least if things are going up, wages go up, but if not, at least the cost of things going down a little bit. Although I don't know that I see gas is going down though. I found gas for like $2.22.
I paid $2.24 the other day,
and I was
up in Alabaster
about that.
Yeah, exactly. And based on the price of oil, it should keep going down.
Yeah.
If you ever watch the stock market, it's not just the New York Stock Exchange or the Chicago Mercantile or some other agency, but it's worldwide. What happens in the United States stirs the drink, so to speak, of the world.
Right.
And you see that if there's a war going on, like there is still in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, that influences.
That's still going on.
It's over 3 years now, and it's influences our markets. That's part of why we can't.
That's true.
We're helping them so much, literally billions of dollars in aid that we're helping Ukraine with. So, they have all kinds of influences on our markets.
Right.
You know, there's companies like down in Troy that make missiles that we've been selling to Ukraine. So I guess it's been good for them.
Well,
but-
how are they buying it? Because we're the ones giving them money.
Well,
That's kind of weird.
they were gifts, but now President Trump is doing it as a loan.
Eh?
So it goes on their ledger that you owe us this money back. We'll help you.
Like we
Well,
owe
can't-
everybody else.
We can't. Well, yeah, we owe. Everybody owes us. You want to know the truth? I mean, our deficit could be wiped out if people would pay the money that they owed us and the things that we have to write off as a country. But
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about it like that.
but that's what drives things like inflation. I mean, it might not have one thing to do with what's going on in our country, and it influences our markets. And I used to watch ESPN Sports Center, and I was really all into sports, and I still am. But most of my time watching television, I like to watch the financial markets now. I know it's crazy, but watching when I was young and growing up, they were trying to encourage us to invest, like the 401k accounts and stuff, and they would say things like, "Hey, one day you'll retire, you might be a millionaire," and I was like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Right.
But the truth is even though I haven't reached that goal, was able to put back quite a bit to basically set up my own personal pension, which is great. But it is the kind of thing that's almost a resolution in itself, is to be more financially, responsible.
Yeah, and here's the thing though. I think a lot of people want to be financially responsible, but right now cars are so expensive. Go try to rent a house right now. You can't even get a single wide mobile home for less than $1,200 a month. I mean, I think families are finding it harder and harder to survive, which means it's nearly impossible for them to save anything,
Well, you have to be disciplined. It's almost like a resolution or a goal,
True.
if you will. I like your adage a minute ago about using the phrase goal as
Yeah.
opposed to a resolution. Because if you can stick to those goals, and the good thing about those 401ks and any other investment, you can set it up to where it's like it comes out of your paycheck right off the top.
True.
So you don't see it.
Right.
And then you learn to live off, 90% or whatever, how much ever you're putting in.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of companies match it. But that's not every company does
true.
that. So it's a lot of times it's up to the individual. And I don't know where I would be if it had been just up to me to do it.
Yeah.
But this way, at least, you get a chance, and because companies match what you contribute, your contributions, a lot of times, it's like free money.
Yeah.
If they match you 3% or 4% or whatever, then if you don't at least put in 4% of your own money, then you won't get that money from them. So if you made $50,000, I mean that's $2,000 that they're giving you on top of the 50.
Not
Something
so
to think
bad.
about. But it is difficult, though, like you said, especially with the economy struggling in certain parts and thriving in others. But if we get that peace deal that President Trump's working on right now between Ukraine and Russia, which seems to be pretty close, a lot closer than it was under the Biden administration, who basically did nothing. I mean, they really did nothing except want to give stuff to Ukraine. At least the president's trying.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was very successful between Israel and Hamas there in the Gaza Strip. But anyway, that's the kind of thing, you hear a lot of people make a joke about, I wish for world peace. Well, buddy, we got it going on right now. We need it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good thing to wish for and pray for.
Yeah, you're right. So I guess I hope that the economy gets better, and I hope a lot of people are, able to, get their finances in a little better situation. I think that's a pretty big thing. I guess here, kind of locally, I'm excited about what changes are going on here, especially here in Clanton, because there's a lot going on at the exit 205, and I can't wait to see what the next year brings with that. I'm still holding out. I think there's a Chick-fil-A coming at some point. I just don't know when. I believe that because they've been out here with their food trucks so much, and they typically do that when they're looking at maybe
testing markets.
testing the market.
Yep, right.
Now, whether we have enough traffic out here or not, I don't know, but I hope we do, We're bigger than a lot of places like Leeds that has one, but they also have that I-20 traffic. But we have 65 traffic here. And let me just tell you, if you've ever been here when you're during the summertime, when you're trying to go to and from the beach, this is the place to have one because we are like that midpoint.
I call it the I-65 500.
Yeah.
People racing down through here, and you see all these car tags from all over the country.
Mm-hmm. And I love last year was my first Peach Jam. And from what I understand, this year is supposed to be even bigger and better. So I'm really looking forward to what artists we have and how huge that's going to be. I hope we get to have a little bit bigger part in it too.
Well, you remember a couple weeks ago we had Jimison's new mayor, Jonathan Varden, and Tiffany. I think you called her Miss Jimison.
Yeah, Miss Jimison, Tiffany Gaines.
Here, and he couldn't disclose everything, but sounded like he was working on quite a few deals for Jimison, and so that's exciting. The more business you can bring in, the more tax dollars and things, and the more things that the city might be able to do for its citizens. But last July 4th, now you've got to come to Jimison and see the fireworks show.
That's what I understood. That was amazing.
That was the first time they'd ever done that. That I have been there 20-something years now. But boy, it was a lot of fun, and it was first class.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting, a lot of kids, were all excited about it. And of course, parents enjoy it too. But you especially like it when the kids have a good time.
Oh, yeah. Summertime fireworks to me are the best because typically if you can be outside when it's not freezing cold and you're just sitting around and, you're having picnics and things like that and watching fireworks. To me, that's the most fun. Fireworks on New Year's, I get it. We're celebrating the New Year, but I like the 4th of July fireworks. Those are my favorite.
They're the best, no doubt.
Yeah. I'd love to see that because I knew they were doing it, and I knew we had like a small role in that, but I was out of town. That's when we went to Orlando, and I missed out on Jimison's, but I had heard that was like the big thing that happened, and it was a lot of folks were like, man, this is awesome.
They had all kind of food trucks and tents set up. In fact, I talked to Aaron Little. That's when I saw him, and he mentioned about Piper Peach Radio and how we might be able to work together. And who knew, 9 months later, here I am.
Here you are.
10 months later, whatever it was. Or, well, actually, it was July 4th, so it was not that long, but maybe 5 months.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to what we're doing here. Just at Piper Peach too. Baden and I sat Monday, Tuesday, and went over a bunch of things, plans that we want to implement to make things better, ways that we can serve the community,
right?
But also ways that we can serve I call them, our advertising partners, doing things for them, offering different ways that they can advertise their business and promote their business. So I'm really excited about what 2026 is going to bring for Piper Peach too. It's not, just from when I've been here, I started in October of 2024. And just in the little over a year that I have been here, I have watched the progress and how far we've come and how much we've grown from a little bitty, basically 2 rooms, what we had, to this place we have here. That's
beautiful
amazing.
Studio we have here.
It's awesome. But there's more. There's more we want to do. There's more things we want to offer, and we want to try to be as many places as we can be, and offering different services for the communities that we serve, because we don't just serve Clanton, we serve, Verbena and Isabella and Jemison and Maplesville and Thorsby.
I saw a map about who was watching and listening to the football broadcast, and it was all over the country.
It is. Well, because you have folks that are out of town for whatever, transplants.
Yeah.
Maybe they're working in another country or in another state. They're
Missing home, thinking of home.
Maybe they moved and this is their hometown. You know, they're still trying to keep up with what's going on in their hometown area. And that's one of the things. I think we have one of the best sports programs anywhere as far as, you know, our broadcasts go. We do football, we do some basketball, and we do baseball. And we may be adding some stuff to that as well, which I'm really excited about. I think a lot of folks will be.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. It's just like you
um,
said, what you've taken it, what you've seen where it was to where it is now. It's a great improvement, and that's your hope for 2026.
Yeah.
Get another nice jump.
Yeah. And we've had a lot of folks that have been a part of our journey, you know, they have done not only good things helped us, but have helped the communities in different ways too, with different things that they've done. You've got like Deanna at your Central Alabama Arts Alliance. She partners with us. Our local library, they have their big thing in May where they had to do their reading initiative. It's kicking off to summer. We're able to partner with them. We have some local businesses that did great, wonderful things. You have like Valley Grand. Sergio, he's been one that anything in the community that anybody needs, he's the first one to say, I'm there, I'll help. And not just here. He does it for Maplesville and Thorsby and Jemison and Verbena and, you know, anywhere. You need something, you call Sergio. You better eat. He ended up closing his restaurant, but he still does his food truck. He is all over the place. He does stuff for the community. And then you have our sponsors, too, that have been real good, like Market 22 and Jake at Save More. All of the businesses that partnered with us to help us do our $1,000 giveaway.
Kind of, sort of, 12 Days of Christmas, what that was.
And then, you know, things that we try to do throughout the year as well. We, you know, try to do things, we partner with them so that we can do giveaways and things like that. So we've just, you know, we love our Senior Connection. Debbie at Senior Connection, she partnered with us, and we kind of partner with her, and she makes sure that those seniors have everything they need and a place that they can go in their time of need. And then we've got like Roy at Three Amigos. He always pitches in and helps with the community. He helped with some family stuff at Christmas. So you've got a lot of businesses that really are invested in the community. Tiffany over at Old Town Boutique and Old Town Scoops, she's always been one. Anytime we needed anything, she's helped us get, you know, local artists in here to perform and, you know, things like that. That's something else we've got coming up that I'm excited about. We're going to be showcasing some of our local musicians. And I really think, you know, it's important that we do these types of things and help promote the community in the positive ways that we can.
It is. I mentioned a couple shows back about my wife and daughter both serve. My wife on the board of directors of Butterfly Bridge, and my daughter on the young board of directors. I forget exactly what they're called, but they both serve. And Jana Ozelski is the director over there, or administrator. I'm not sure of her exact title, but she has a tremendous staff in helping at-risk kids, you know, deal with what happens to them. And it's really bad, some of this stuff. But you take people like that, and those are local folks who are really making a huge difference in the world. So I think of that, and you mentioned some restaurants. I think of my friend Craig Smith owns he and his wife Tracy own the Hickory Chip, and he is another one that is jumping in and helping the community all the time, sponsoring things, doing things a lot of times in the background. You might not know that he's done it, but they have done it and been doing it for about 20 years now.
Well, Roy would probably kill me for calling him out at Three Amigos because he likes to do things behind the scenes too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but I mean, I think I didn't do it to, you know, to call him out, but I just, you know, want people to recognize that there's a lot of stuff that gets done in the community and things that we are involved in that gets done because of these local businesses. Then
Absolutely.
they're not asking for the fanfare or the, the name on the marquee lights. Look at us. They're not doing that. They're just doing it because that's who they are and what they love. I mean, and we've got like Central Alabama Wellness, Zena Cartwell.